Hi, it's Mike Noone here. Welcome back. I'm the author of the book Speed Learning Secrets of NLP, and in this video I want to be talking to you in a lot more detail about state and how important this is. But before we do that, I think it's important that we look at all of the different factors that can affect your state. So what do I mean by state? State is the combination of your beliefs, your environment, your emotions, as in like how you feel, your body, physiology, and it's also dependent very much on the actions you're taking at the time and also the environment you're in. So I want to look at each of these things in detail. So when I'm studying something, I have a place which is set aside, and that's all I use that space for. And I have created anchors, and I will talk to you more about anchors in a future video, and you may recall I mentioned it in one of my previous videos. And there are things there that I use that remind me of a state, of a physiology, of a mental set of beliefs that are useful for me to be studying. So one of the interesting things is I believe when I'm studying it's really useful to be curious. It's also really useful to believe that being interested in the subject is useful as well. It is useful to believe that I'm capable of learning the thing I'm studying, and also that I've got an end use for the subject matter when I've finished using it, and a bigger purpose for that. So it could be to maybe to write a book, another book. It could be to do a report. It could be for a presentation. It could be for writing a thesis. It could be for any one of a number of things, for taking a colleague or a friend or a member of my family through something that they're finding challenging. So if you've got a bigger kind of picture, that's useful, and this all adds to your state. The other thing about your environment, as well as the physical location of it, is the people that are around you. Now, I don't know about you, but in my background, my dad was pretty kind of anti-higher education because he had been to the University of Life. And he was also quite scathing of people who would do things like read the Financial Times on the tube. I don't know why. And it was almost like a kind of reverse snobbery. So what I would urge you to do is to look at what sort of beliefs you have about learning, about being educated. And you might be surprised at what you uncover. So that's the two major sort of aspects of that. The other thing is your emotions. If you're really stressed and wound up, you're like a clockwork mouse, the odds are you're probably not going to be particularly in the best condition to learn things. Because as I said in our previous video, research shows that when you're relaxed, you will retain up to 21% more. And in a future video I'm going to teach you how you can relax almost instantly. And in that same video I'm going to show you how you can also be confident almost instantly. And these are both useful things. And I'm also going to explain what confidence is and what it isn't, but that's for a future video. I'm not teaching that now. I'm just pre-framing it. So your state is the sum of your environmental influences, the place and the people. It's the beliefs that you have about your capabilities and about the worthwhileness of doing whatever you're doing, how you're going to apply it. It's about your emotions, and it's about your body physiology. And if you recall, I took you through the exercise in a previous video where you experience what it is to be sad or depressed or down. And I showed you how you could change that just by altering your body position. So there's some other stuff I'm going to be going into for that on a much deeper level. That's about all I'm going to do on this video, because there's a lot of stuff to cover and it makes more sense to break it down into tiny little chunks. And I'll be talking to you about chunks in a future video as well, because they are very useful when you are learning stuff. Okay? So, till the next video.